Hi there, Venus and Libra natives. Welcome back to my channel for another Venus reading. If you're not sure what your Venus sign is, you can check the calculators that I do have in the description box below. And so this is a reading where we are going to check in your love life and to see what's going on for you guys right now in love, to see what's coming next for you and what you need to be aware of. And also during this reading, we will always be getting channeled messages from Venus as well in case there's anything she has to say regarding your love life, about your personal pleasures and happiness, anything to do with self-love and self-respect as well, because that's always important, okay? Alright, Venus and Libra, so I have a channeled song for you guys, and your song is Honesty by Pink Sweats. The lyrics that I wrote down says, "She said, baby, I'm afraid to fall in love, cause what if it's not reciprocated? I told her, don't rush, girl, don't you rush. Love will happen when it wants." So, very true words, and I understand that those of you that are in a connection with someone, this feels like a new connection, but what I'm seeing here is the message is to have some patience with yourself, especially if you guys have been through a lot and you've had your heart broken and you've gone deep in a connection with someone and you have been let down or not have those feelings reciprocated, and it's really hard. Because then we don't feel like we can trust anyone ever again. It's hard to feel like we could ever actually fall in love again, or to know that, you know, it would ever be worth it. And then the song, it says, I know it's hard, but don't let it go. Don't, you know, let go of the feelings that you have of love. And, you know, and to just have a little, to hold on to the hope that you have, especially when you guys are meeting new people and trying to, you know, start all over again. And those of you that have met someone recently, if you are talking to this person, this is how they feel. They want you to know that they understand how hard it is to fall in love, and also like when you've been through a lot, and they understand that it takes time to even be able to say the words like I love you, or, you know, I care about you. And so they want you to try your best to go with the flow, get to know them, and to just see where things go. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to have a look at your cards. I'm just going to lay them all out today. So your first card is the Sun. It says light. And then the equator, make equal. So you have the number 6 and the number 5 here so far. And your next card is Atman in the reverse, which is the soul, I believe. Yeah. And then we have guide. It says follow in the footprints of greatness. Okay, we have impasse, reflect and redirect your energy. I actually wanted to put these down here. Okay. Surrendering to the journey, release control, parasite, and you're already doing it. Stop overthinking it. Keep facing your true north. And from the tarot, you guys have the King of Wands in the reverse, the 9 of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, Temperance in the reverse, and the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Yes. Alright, you guys, this is lovely. So definitely there's a lot of love here in this connection. Those of you that are in a connection with a person, and otherwise those of you that are still seeking a connection, this is the energy that still applies to you. So yeah, I'm getting, so a strong message here is to just know that you are already, for one, you're already good enough. You guys are very, I'm seeing that you guys have been very self-sufficient and you've been working on yourselves for a long time. And so you don't really have an issue with like providing for yourself and being, you know, independent and knowing what you value and want out of life, sort of thing. But I think that when it comes to partnering with someone, it does become a bit difficult. So the equator card over here, it talks about balance, and it talks about, you know, not losing yourself in another person, and, you know, making sure that you let that other person hold themselves up while you hold yourself up. And I was definitely getting that vibe from the song that we channeled, Because yes, I do imagine that you guys have been through a lot in love, and maybe there's also this part of you that worries about the other person's experience the whole time of, as you're getting to know them. And, because it's like in the song, it says, if I dive in deep, will you come in after me? And, I do hear Venus coming through here to tell you also, like, you dive deep and keep doing you, but like this energy here is saying to release control. Don't necessarily worry so much about whether that person is going to come chasing after you or not, because at the end of the day, you are, like, I don't know why this is the phrase that was said to me, is like, you are a fish in the sea, and there's so many other admirers out there, and the ones that really want you, they're going to speak their truth, and they're going to tell you how they feel, and they're going to be honest, direct, and upfront to you. And so there's like this message regarding the law of attraction here that I'm seeing, where instead of trying to control, like, who we are attracting to us, and worrying about like how much closer we are to attracting, you just have to keep being in that energy, because you're already in an attractive energy. And this 10 of Cups here is telling me that you guys are very, like, people fall in love with you guys very naturally. You're someone that people can see so much depth and like potential with, like, loving you, and when they do get to know you, they fall in love with you very, very naturally. But when it comes to you wanting to have that with another person, and to create something more stable and long lasting, it takes time, and it takes a lot of balance. It also takes compromise and sacrifice. It's a process, and I think, those of you that are in a connection with someone, you're being asked to try to stop trying to control where things are going right now, because this is going to be holding you back, was what I'm hearing, from your own happiness. And this is just like so much more stress on you that you guys don't even need to have right now. But what I am saying here, especially though, is that those of you that are talking to someone, or you're getting to know someone, or that if you are in a connection with a person, there is a lot of passion here with the Sun card. There is a lot of love, and when you are with this person definitely enjoys your presence, and finds so much passion and pleasure in just being with you, and you inspire them, you light them up, and when you're together, there's just a lot of fun and passion and harmony is what I'm hearing. But you guys definitely need to let things happen, but to also know that you are good enough, and that you don't have to fight for anyone to be attracted to you, or to be willing to build something with you, because you're already doing that, for one. But once again, if you are, say, interested in a person that has not been putting in a lot of actions or efforts to come towards you, you don't need to give that kind of person your time of day or your attention, is what I'm seeing here with this King of Wands in the reverse next to the Nine of Pentacles. Like, you don't have to wait around for someone that is interested but they don't have clear intentions, where they're hard to read, and it's hard to know what they actually want, or and I do see that here. There is a situation coming to a halt, because I see this impasse card, and maybe you guys already know what this is about, in the sense that maybe you were connecting with this, you have been connecting with this person, and then it stopped. And it just feels like there's this imbalance going on here. If this is like, you know, those of you that are dealing with a person, but I am really getting a lot of new and open energy right now. So I'm especially feeling like this, like the song says, love will happen when it wants to. And so like I'm seeing that you guys have come across several different people, you know, over the course of your life this far, and you've had very intense and passionate connections with people, and people do fall in love with you, but then they don't really necessarily follow through. And I think maybe you guys have been trying to manifest something really great, because this guide card, it says follow in the footprints of greatness, and this is talking about, you know, actually building something great, something that's going to have a really huge impact in each other's lives. And this isn't just like a superficial, you guys are not trying to manifest a superficial kind of love or something that is not really built on like much of a solid foundation. And I'm getting this vibe that a lot of you guys don't necessarily like consciously realize that you're trying to build something of a legacy for a lot of you, because I'm also getting this energy of like you guys are like, Libra is a sign that's usually Libra is definitely willing to make a lot of compromises, and the thing is that sometimes you might feel like it depends on what this person wants, and then I'll know exactly what I want kind of thing. But you're being called to just remain in your power and to keep knowing what you want, and to be confident that there's going to be someone that comes towards you that actually reciprocates your feelings, and can actually invest in something more, especially because this person knows what they want and they have a clear sense of what's important to them. Okay. I'm gonna get a few runs to see what is coming for you guys next in love and what you need to know. What's coming next for Venus and Libra? Okay, yeah, so immediately, yeah, there's a message here about you guys needing to be cautious. Because definitely you're going to come across like a King of Wands in reverse type of individual, someone that, you know, you might even be dealing with someone that has a lot of debts or baggage and things that you really don't need to let yourself put up with. Because like I said, like Libra energy, especially Venus and Libra, can, you know, have a tendency to be very compromising, in the sense that it depends on what this person's going through and things of that nature, which is a very beautiful thing. Compromise is a great thing, but sometimes some people are not really, you know, your problem to deal with. It's not really something that you guys need to let yourself get too caught up in. So just be careful, because there's this energy here of impasse and also this parasite card, and we have this rune cautioning you. So you might be, you know, in the near future coming across someone who, you know, is this energy where you do have like this deep connection with them, but this person is not a follow through kind of person. So you guys need to be very careful and calculating in your action and in your pursuit of any kind of partnerships. But then also definitely we have this last rune here also talking about your independence and autonomy. So just make sure that you are continuing to stay centered in yourself, and you know what your values are and your priorities, so that you don't end up getting confused or you know, lost in a connection that makes you forget who you are. And definitely don't let anyone stay in your life if you feel like they're just feeding off of your energy because you are so, you know, loving and generous to them. If you're dealing with someone that doesn't really want to follow through with anything, then you definitely want to, you know, take some time to really think about this, reflect, and think about redirecting your energy, and maybe, you know, going in a different direction and choosing someone that actually chooses you. Okay. Alright. I wonder if there's any other messages here for you guys. We talked about this Eight of Swords, I think. Yeah. I think that the Eight of Swords here, because here, I'll mention a few things, because, so, the number 8 is ruled by Saturn, I believe. I'm going to have to double check. Yeah, it is Saturn. So, you know, one thing about the 8 is that it does have to do with karma, and, you know, it can have to do with debts, and a lot of hardships and responsibility, but the number 8 has to do with reclaiming our power, and it has to do with, it's actually, you know, where we transform ourselves from this energy of being like victimized, to very powerful and magnetic, and knowing exactly what we want, and being a very powerful source of what's the word, magnetically attracting more wealth and abundance to ourselves, because of this confidence and personal power that we have. Okay, and this is important for you guys to remember at this time. Venus is definitely wanting you guys to remember that you have personal power, and so that if there's anyone in your life, that anyone that comes into your life that tries to just feed off of your energy, or make you feel like, you know, you are such a lovable person, because you are, but, you know, not everyone is deserving of that. So just be careful, you know, like I said, and there's so many fish in the sea out there for you guys, and just go with the flow, and to not stress yourself out about how things are going to happen, because love is going to happen when it wants to. And, you know, that's all there is to it. But you are already facing your true north, and you're already going in the right direction for yourself. So if you have been worried about that, if you've been worried about, oops, sorry, I keep bumping into my camera. If you're worried about, you know, doing what's best for you in the area of love, you guys are on the right track. You just need to stay strong in yourself, and know what you believe in, and know that you are good enough, and you are very valuable, very beautiful, and very worthy of being loved. Okay, alright, Venus and Libra, I hope this reading did resonate. If it did, please make sure you leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts, like this video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I hope that I'll see you guys again very soon. Bye.